Hello folks, it is April 15th, 2020, which means like me, you've probably been isolated or hunkered down, quarantined in your house for about a month now. You know that staying moving, staying active is important for both your physical health but also your mental health. So you've heard me or read from me about the importance of staying active, doing some workouts, fitness activities in the house or around the house while maintaining physical distancing, of course. But if you're looking for some more specifics, here in this video we're going to go through a little bit of a routine. Of course, you have my other routines, the pure functional range conditioning mobility routines where we do neck cars, for example, or shoulder blade cars where we are isolating our joints. So for reference to those videos, you have my YouTube channel where you can look up the specific mobility routines. But if you're looking for a little bit of an extra boost, if you're missing out on your circuit training, whether it be CrossFit or Orange Theory or F45 or any of these circuit training style methods to stay fit using a variety of different techniques, here is a little routine that I learned from a colleague, and he did it Facebook Live. I'm not doing Facebook Live, but I'll throw out a video here up onto YouTube and share it through my social media so you have a reference for these exercises. So what we're going to do now is take you through a little bit of a circuit. I'll demonstrate the exercise, then we'll take a break and we'll demonstrate the next exercise. And the idea is once we've learned it, that you can work through this routine at your fitness level, taking the appropriate breaks between exercises, whether it be 30 seconds or a couple minutes, have a glass of water, whatever you need to do to start working on your fitness in your own home with no equipment. So I'm going to rely on my trusty notes. And the first exercise we are going to do is called the plank transfer. So if you've never done a plank, this will be its own exercise learning experience. But this is a plank where you are on your elbows and toes. Your elbows are under your shoulders and your back is like a flat board. It is not sagging down like this and it is not arched up like that. It is staying strong through your core here. Now a plank transfer is where you take the regular plank and you replace your elbow with the hand. So I'm going to lift up my left elbow, put my hand where my elbow was, and come up like that. And then I will reverse. I will put my elbow back to where my hand was and repeat. Like so. Now I don't want to always use my left arm, so this time I'm going to put my right elbow and then my right hand and my right elbow. And those are plank transfers. And just doing that is a good exercise, trains the core, and starts getting it a little bit more dynamic as you start introducing the transfer. So the idea would be you would do 30 seconds of plank transfers, making use of both arms, then take a breath, take a break. You can hear I'm already out of breath. I've been working on this all morning. And then we'll transition into the next exercise. I'm just relying on my notes here. And the next exercise is basically called an L-sit. So you're going to make your body look like an L. So here I am looking like an L. Notice I'm not going to allow my back to round out like this. I'm going to try and stay fairly strong and upright like the letter L. And what I'm going to do is just place my hands here. And we are now going to do single leg lifts from the L-sit. There's a single leg lift with my left leg and my right leg. Now as you lift your leg, it may want to force you back. Try and maintain the L shape and lift your leg. and lift the other leg. And repeat. And we'll aim to do this for 30 seconds. Now what we can also do is add in the double legs. So again, hands placed at your sides, maintain the L-sit. You can push down a little bit into your hands for assistance, and you're going to lift up both legs. Don't let it throw you all the way back. Try and maintain your position and lift them off the ground, and you'll start to really feel your quads start to work over time as you go through that 30 seconds. And take a break. Take a drink of water. Welcome to my new office here. And now we're going to do something called the Quadruped Twist. Quadruped, for your learning, is basically this position where you are on both hands, both knees, toes touching the ground. And it's called the twist. It's a little bit of a complicated maneuver, but basically what you're going to do is get into this position, get comfortable here. Don't have your hands too far away from your knees. You want a good solid base of support. And pushing into your toes, you are going to lift your knees slightly off the ground. That's step one. Knees come off the ground. That engages the core. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring one knee to the opposite hand. Now as we do that, we are going to lift that hand up and straighten out like that. And return. My right knee to my left hand. I lift my left hand up and I straighten that leg out. And then I come back. Right knee, left hand, boom. And you can eventually speed this up depending on your fitness levels. Now, of course, we don't want to do one side, so we will do the opposite side as well. We will push into our toes to lift our knees off the ground. Sorry for showing you my backside. And we'll do that for 30 seconds and take a break. It's a little complicated, a little bit more dynamic, so judge accordingly your own fitness levels and what you're used to doing and work from there. This is just an idea. The next exercise is a classic abdominal exercise. Now when we do this, we are going to be using our legs. So for example, if I lie back on my back, I straighten out my legs, and I tilt my low back into the ground, so I strengthen my core, flatten up the stomach here, and I bring my shoulder blades, just a slight little crunch to bring my shoulder blades off the mat. And now from here, I'm going to do single leg raises. So I am going to reach with my leg to meet my arm, making sure that I don't round through my low back. I am just bringing my shoulder blades off the mat as I bring my left leg, and I'm aiming for my toes. If I can't reach my toes, if you can't reach your toes, just do what you're able to do. Now, during your 30 seconds, make sure you use both legs. Now, that's stage one. Stage two would use both legs at the same time to make it a little bit more complicated, like so. And stage three would split the legs like a straddle as you reach through. Not sure if this is going to show up on the video, but I would do it like this. V-Sit. Some people call it the V-Sit. Different styles of the V-Sit. I'm sweating, and I'm just demonstrating here. So this could become a nice little circuit you do, and we can introduce other exercises to break up the set or to change the set. We can mix in mobility exercises, anything you like, anything you can really dream of to do on the floor with your own body is outstanding. The next exercise I've got on my trusty notes here is the low level push-up elbow tap. I will demonstrate. So a low push-up, this would be a high push-up. This is a low push-up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knee to my elbow, like so. Low push-up, tap. Tap my left knee to my left elbow. And both sides. And I'm working hard. We'll take a break from that. Do your 30 seconds. And we are going to move into a little bit more of a dynamic hip flexor exercise. Not sure what the name of this is, but we are going to come up into a big push-up, a full push-up, and we are basically going to run in our spot with our hips. As we do this, we don't want the back to come up. We don't want to slide down like this. And we can speed it up. "30 seconds, then take a break." Or in my case, 10 seconds, take a break. That's the plank transfer, the L-sit with single or double legs, or both. The on quadruped twist, some more dynamic twisting exercise. Then we did some abdominals, one leg, two legs, straddle legs. Then we did the low push-up knee to elbow tap. The more dynamic running in place from the push-up position. And, that's 6 exercises at 30 seconds each. So that's 3 minutes with, let's say, 30 seconds to a minute in between. You do 2 or 3 circuits of that. Boom, you've got a 20-minute workout. You haven't even changed your location. Haven't used any, assistive equipment. It's just your own body weight, tapping into your own exercise levels, fitness levels, and that's a great place to start. One thing I've been doing every day, regardless of what other fitness activities I'm doing that day, is I'm just doing push-ups. I'm doing like pyramids where I go 5 push-ups, break, 10, 15, 20, 15, 10, 5, or whatever, again, fitness level I'm at. These days I'm doing upwards of around 60 a day. Could be 10, 20, 10, and then repeat, or whatever system you want to come up with. Sometimes I just do 3 sets of 20, or 4 sets of 15, or 6 sets of 10, or whatever I've got the energy for. But the message here today is make sure you keep up with your whatever exercise routine your sort of levels are at, and you try and at least hit those bare minimums. And if you have the time, if you have the energy, depending on what's going on in your household these days, maybe try and work on those fitness levels and improve them. So once we all go back into the world and we go back to the gym and we go back to our workplace, we have a new level of fitness, we have a new level of physical health that we didn't even have before this whole quarantine started. So now's a great opportunity to start exploring some of these fitness ideas. And there's a little routine that you can work with. Any feedback you want to give me, any questions, feel free to email me, find me on Facebook. Let's chat about it. Let's get fit. Let's stay healthy. Let's stay home. Let's all get back to the real world whenever the opportunity arises, hopefully sooner than later. Good luck.